Hi, this is Shane Starr, and today I continue my series on typology and religion. I've gone over MBTI and Enneagram, and now I'm doing Socionics by Quadras. I have my notes here, and I will start by saying, I'm more of an MBTI guy, and that's not because I think it's a superior system. I guess the best way to describe it would be comparing the American system of measurement to the metric system. I think we would all, or at least most of us, would acknowledge that the metric system is superior. However, it's just more convenient and pragmatic, at least in the United States, to use the American system because people are more used to it. I would say the MBTI and the MBTI and Socionics work the same way. It's Socionics may indeed be the superior system. However, 99.9% of the people you meet at work or on the street or at a bar are going to know nothing of Socionics, and it makes more sense. As much as this will make anyone listening cringe, like your basic cartoon 16 personalities, that's what almost everyone around here at least can relate to. But with that in mind, that doesn't mean we should just ignore, the more intricate systems. So with that disclaimer out of the way, with regards to Socionics, Quadras, and religion, I would say at the heart of most religious communities, you're going to have the alphas and the deltas. And betas and gammas can make great contributions, but in the daily arena of things, they're going to be less involved. And we'll get more into that in a moment. So starting with alphas, these include the ENTPs, the ILEs, the ISFPs, or in MBTI would be ISFJs, and those are the SEIs, the ESFJs, the ESEs, and the INTJs, which in MBTI would be INTPs, who are the LIIs. These four types make up the alpha quadra, and adjectives that describe more or less people in this quadra: they're into comfort, knowledge, stability, relaxation. They like to have fun. They like excitement. These people involved in a church will be the ones either holding or going to special events, promoting good feelings, lively activity. With regards to your ENTPs and INTPs and MBTI or Js and Socionics, they will have your intellectual discussions and exercises. So what does this look like in a church? Just good community people, lively discussions, debates, especially if the ENTPs are around. I could picture ENTPs and INTPs off in a corner having a lively debate about some theological principle, about the notion of the Trinity or God's existence at all, or anything like that. You'll have your ISFPs, again, ISFJs and MBTI, being the good audience, good listeners, giving the rightful attention to those on stage. And then you have the ESFJs coordinating the whole thing, networking, getting people to come, doing the social media promotions, all that kind of stuff. I think alphas are among the top two groups when it comes to contributing to the life of a church or parish. Okay, moving on to betas. These are our ESTPs, SLEs, ENFJs, EIEs, ISTJs, but think ISTPs in MBTI, that's your LSIs, and then your INFPs, or the famous INFJs, IEIs, INFJ and MBTI, INFP and Socionics. The betas, these are like your, the rebels, the if we were thinking in life cycle, they'd be the teenagers. They're intense, sometimes extravagant, passionate, confident, loud. Um, Factions, like subgroups. You might all be Christian, but it's like, well, those are the Lutherans over there, those are the Catholics over there, we're the Methodists, or vice versa. Um, Kind of anti-rules. Now, if you don't have these kinds of people in your church, it'll be kind of boring. These guys bring the excitement, the fun, sometimes the mischief. Um, Sometimes it can go over the line and get too far. That's why you got to have a ENFJ in there to bring it back. I'd say the ESTPs, they lead the factions usually. The ENFJs would be in the leadership positions, maybe the priest or pastor themselves, leading the church in new directions, keeping up with contemporary customs and movements and all that. In a lot of ways, these guys are like the heart of the church, and I think that's personified in the INFPs or INFJs and MBTI. Again, the other groups may stand out a little bit more sometimes in terms of daily practice, but these are the guys that keep you strong. These are the guys that, if something really needs to be done right here and right now, they'll find a way to get it done. They usually have an active voice above and beyond their numbers in a church parish. All right, moving on to gammas. I would say this group, well, let's go over who comprises this group first. It's the ESFPs or SEEs, the ENTJs or the LIEs, the INTPs, which is INTJs in MBTI, that's the ILIs, and then the ISFJs, which is the ISFPs, ESIs. Gammas are focused, achievement oriented, look for results. They're the most individualists of all four quadras, self over tribe. Usually their other interests are going to dominate over their church interests. And I'd say the biggest point about these guys, they'll help, but it'll be on their own terms. They're the least common churchgoers of all the types. They don't really like big groups. When they come in, they'll make it pop. They'll make a big bang, and then you don't see them until the next big event. That's how it usually goes with the Gamma Quadra. More specifically, I think the SEEs come in with the big performance. I would add the ISFJs or ISFPs and MBTI to this. Like they might be in the music section of the church or the band, or for big events, they're going to be at the forefront of everything going on. To an outsider, you'd think they're part of the inner circle, but then to those of us who are there every day, you don't see them for another 2 months until the next big thing like Mardi Gras or whatever it is. They come in, make a big impact, and then you don't see them for a while because they have other things going on in their life that, regardless of their religious beliefs or devotion, in practical matters, their work or their other individual projects will take precedence above or ahead of their church life. So again, gammas can make a big bang in the church, big positive impact, but on a daily basis they're going to be the least involved. All right, last but not least, the group I identify most with, regardless of any official typing of me or anything like that, the deltas. This includes the ESTJs or LSEs, the ENFPs or IEEs, the INFJs, EIIs or INFPs in MBTI, and last but not least, the ISTPs or SLIs, which function-wise correlates with ISTJ in MBTI. funny enough, it's that type that I always get on my Socionics self-test, but then the Socionic stereotypes of the SLIs don't really fit, I guess. So anyway, moving on. Deltas are known for their efficiency, trying to make improvements. They're known for their hard work, willingness to help. What I like about deltas, not just because I personally identify with the group, but they have a good balance between personal selfishness and the group. They're not all about the group. I'd say alphas and betas might be more about the group. They're not just totally selfish or to themselves like many gammas are. They have a good balance that way. Their way, or our way, of contributing to a church life is, we'll explain concepts, we'll help set up, we'll do the dirty work that most people of the other 3 quadras aren't willing to do. We'll stay and clean up after the event's over. We'll fold up chairs and put them away after the event. We'll help with accounting, help with setting up tents or whatever it is we're doing. Everyone else is over there socializing or networking or having a good time or sitting down eating a donut. We're the ones just doing what's needed to be done for the betterment of the group. So just the practical things, adherence to duty, doing what you're supposed to. I think these make, in a way, this is the heart of the church, because this group are the ones, you're going to see them there every Sunday. You're going to see them there every day. And there's no substitute for presence. So in conclusion, we have 4 quadras: alpha, betas, gammas, deltas. I would say, alphas and deltas make up most of the church people, but betas and gammas have enough impact on their own to make the quadras equal in strength and presence. Any comments? Leave them. I'd love to hear from you, and we'll take things from there. That's it. Out.